In what ways does your media product use, develop, or challenge forms of conventions of a real media product? My magazine, Crimson Pulse, is a rock magazine that covers the metal subgenre, but it also covers other subgenres throughout the overall rock genre. To make my magazine look convincing to appeal to my target audience, I have had to besiege generic conventions from other magazines, such as Kerrang and Q, as they also cover these subgenres, and as these magazines are successful throughout the United Kingdom, copying these generic conventions will evidently lead to a convincing and attractive magazine. This magazine needs to appeal to my target audience and their subculture, which in this magazine would be the metal subculture, both in culture and in the musical taste. So these generic conventions of Kerrang are invaluable. The overall house style of Kerrang is what I based my magazine on, such as the colours and basic layout of the magazine's front cover, contents and double-page spread. The colours within my magazine are mainly red and yellow. These two colours connote danger as they are used within warning and danger signs, meaning these colours are appealing to my target audience and their connotations, representative ideas that are associated with my target audience's music. These colours are used throughout all the pages of my magazine, but yet to balance out the colour and to avoid a colour imbalance, I also use neutral colours, black and white, to give me a clear background and to connote a preferred reading of good and evil, as these colours take up most of the page. The background of my front cover connotes anger and evil, as it is black. These connotations appeal to my target audience, as anger and evil are associated with their music that they listen to, but yet, on my contents page and double page spread, I have used white as my primary colour. My double-page spread has white to display a positive mood based around their recent rise to success, or their resurrection, so to speak, outlining that the event displayed on the double-page spread has influenced the band in a positive way. But yet the double-page spread, white, is simply used to make the information clear and easy to read. But yet this colour lets me also put my cross-head banners on black banners, once again associating this with the information with anger and evil, further intriguing my audience as they will want to read on. My images on my magazine also follow the basic conventions of Kerrang as well, as my models within the main cover image are posing in an aggressive way, appealing to my target audience and target subgenre once again, and I have cut them out using the magic wand, the pen tool and the lasso tool in Adobe Photoshop and rearranged them to suit my magazine layout, making my magazine look more organised, thus more professional, as they were a lot further apart in the original picture. Pictures of the band have also been placed around on my double page spread and contents page as their mise en scène suits my magazine very well. But yet because these pictures have been hairbrushed, I have created a representation of ideal self, or an ideal partner, called Rogers, further appealing to my target audience and even to the female readers, even though they are not of my main interest. Their clothing consists of black jeans and black shirts. Both the colour and the item connotes the metal subgenre, but Will, the main guitarist, has chains on his trousers, a really good representation of the metal subgenre. On my double page spread, my overall theme is of resurrection, so I have put an effect on my text displaying black flowing into gold, connoting power coming back from the dead, and value in general. Metaphorical, really, as it shows my models rise back to power after they actually quoted "We are back from the dead" in my story. This is only reinforced through the heartbeat monitor iconography created using the line tool in Photoshop, further showing that they are back from the dead, death being appealing as it is associated with rock. The amount of white used within these pages connotes holiness, as a lot of my text and the background are white. I believe that this would be effective, as religious references are constantly used within rock music. I went again generic conventions of rock magazines to make my magazine stand out among the rest. My masthead is an abbreviation much like Q or NME, unlike Kerrang's full spelt out word. I thought this would give me an opportunity for me to develop traditional mastheads, as I have hand drawn the banner for it to make it more appealing. It is a heart that pumps metal around the body instead of blood, but yet the heart remains red, just to symbolise blood. It's metaphorical, as the term metal flowing throughout your veins suggests that you love metal music, but yet I took the term literally in a way that appeals to my target audience. I drew it using a pencil and paper, then coloured it in and went around it in Photoshop, and applied a shine to the metal parts, and now I think it looks really realistic. My goal for this was to make it look 3D and for it to jump out towards the reader, and I think I have done this rather well. These techniques have not been applied to any other magazines, so I think I have a slight bit of originality on my magazine. My target audience's age is 16 to 25 with expendable income. This also means that my audience will also be a digital native. Thus, throughout my magazine I have prizes associated with technology, making my magazine appeal to my target audience. My main cover line is also in bold or the kick-ass font, which allows the generic conventions of Kerrang. This also applies to my other cover lines and just about all the text throughout my magazine, apart from the more in-depth information and my double-page spread story, which is in Arial font. My contents page has many generic conventions of a Kerrang magazine. This page has been totally based on the Kerrang layout. So on the bottom right, I have the editor's comments with a picture of the editor and signature I drew out and then went over in Photoshop. My 9 headings are also on a banner like Kerrang, and the main image fills up the top of the page. My page numbers also go up and work out to be evenly spaced out to make my magazine more believable, thus making it more legit. One subscription offer has also been constructed in Photoshop by me, mainly because subscription offers are associated with the magazine's content pages, so I thought I would make my own.